Hello guys, I hope you're all doing well and you're welcome to this channel. We are going to look at how to be successful in our lives. And before we continue, let's look at this tip. Success is not overnight, it is work in progress. It's about getting a little better every day, improving from where you stopped, and rising above the level you were before you slept. It is about opening the doors that shut, because the work of the doors is to close and yours is to open them. Do something extra every day and eventually it will add up to your success. Remember, heroes take huge risks for them to emerge billionaires. And with this tip, we're going to look at the points that are going to help us to be successful. Point number one is you should be eager to learn. Let's always accept and welcome new things in our lives, because the world we are in is a world that is changing and people are learning every day. If we don't accept to learn things, it means that we're going to be left behind. And once we are left behind, it means that we are not going to be successful, because you may use a method that is so old when you don't want to learn the new method, yet the new method may be the one that is going to push you ahead. So let's be eager to learn new things, to learn anything that comes before us. Learning is something so great. Second thing is believe that you can do something. Believe in yourself. Most of us are not doing anything, are not improving in our lives. We're not becoming successful just because we don't believe that we can do it. We don't have that in us. Believe in your inner self and know that you can do something. And once you believe that you can do it, trust me, you're going to do it, because your mindset says a lot or talks a lot about what you're going to become. So if your mind tells you that you can't do it, trust me, you'll never do it. But if your mind is set to believe that you can do it, trust me, you're gonna do it, however long it may take. Point number three is make a firm decision. Most of us want to be successful, but we never decide. Whenever we don't decide, it means that we are not going to have something to do. If you don't decide between doing this or that, it means that you're going to live a confused life, and no confused man is ever successful. So let's make decisions, and let's make our decisions firmer. Let's be firm with the decisions we make. And this is surely gonna make us to be successful. Persistency and consistency is our third point. If we persist, whatever difficult the situation, however difficult the situation may be, and whatever the situation may be, let's always persist and be consistent. If we consist on what we are doing, let's not just keep changing. You're doing this today, and because it has failed in 1 week's time, you want to change. No, be consistent. Persistence and consistency will help you to be successful in what you're doing. Let's not keep changing in just a short time, because once we keep changing, it means that we're not going to be successful as we want. Most of the times when we have a plan A, let's always focus on that plan A. We shouldn't bring in plan B so soon, because once your mind knows that you're having a plan B, it's not going to work harder on plan A to be successful. So let's not always bring in plan B so soon before we try plan A. So that's being persistent and consistent. So change the circle of your friends. They say that the only way to get better is getting better. If you're getting successful, you should change even the circle of your friends. You may have friends that are not helping you to get successful, friends that are only pulling you back instead of pushing you in forward. Don't get stuck with these friends. Don't keep this company of friends, because if they can't add anything to your life, then why should you keep them? Friends are there to help us improve on ourselves. So if you have a company of friends who are not ready to do anything to go forward, it means that you're also going to live the same life. You're not going to want to improve on anything, and eventually you'll find yourself a loser. So to be successful, change your friends. Get friends that are going to push you harder and help you to get better with each day that comes. Another point is you should expect disappointments. Disappointments are always there and they're everywhere around us. Don't start something and because you've been disappointed, you just decide to leave it. No. Whenever you get disappointments, learn the old ways, get the history of what brought you into that disappointment, and if possible, if something can be changed, then change what you've been doing that has been wrong and do the right thing. But let disappointments not make you to lose your focus. Always be focused on what you're doing and know that disappointments are there. Expect disappointments. Remember, it's better to try than not to try. So if you try and you're disappointed, try again, and maybe next time you're not going to get the same disappointment, as far as you know what has caused the disappointment. The other point is we should be happy and appreciate ourselves whenever we do something or we achieve something. Be happy about what you're doing. Be happy and appreciate yourself. If you get to something, maybe you set your goals and you've achieved something, even if it's not so big, learn to be happy for what you've achieved and learn to appreciate yourself for working for that. Always work hard. Remember that success is not something that is going to just come. You have to put in your hard work. Don't just sit there and think that you're going to be successful. No, every successful person has been hardworking. If you're doing something, you have to put in your effort, you have to put in your energy, you have to put in your brain. Work harder that you can achieve. That you can achieve the best in what you're doing. Another point is don't pause for anyone. Don't pause for anyone. Most of us, we are not successful or we are leading into a bad life that is not successful. Why? Because we are always pausing. Whenever we start something comes up and you pause for what you've been planning to do because of what has come up. Do not pause on what you're doing. Get focused. Be focused on what you're doing. Look at that and say, I have to finish this before I get into something else. Stop starting this and then tomorrow you think about something else and you start that. Don't stop for anything else before you do or you complete that which you've started, and that will help you to live a successful life. And then quitting shouldn't be an option for you. Never allow your mind to tell you that you should quit. Tell your mind that I've started this and I'm not going to quit until I get done with this. Don't quit, because quitters never win and winners never quit. So if you want to be a winner, don't quit. But if you want to be a loser, then quit. Another point is we have to set goals for ourselves. We have to set goals, and these goals that we set should be SMART goals. What are SMART goals? SMART means your goals should be specific. If you want to buy a car in 2 years' time, your goal should be buying a car. Don't just put anything and maybe. You have to be specific with what you want. If you want by the end of this year to have done this, be specific and say, in this year I want to get this. That is a SMART goal. S, specific. Then your goals should be measurable. You should try to know that I have to do such and such. If it's to buy a car, yes, it's buying a car. Don't bring that maybe building a house, and if it's building a house and buying a car, measure that and know that this is what I'm going to do. But don't just be there without knowing what you're going to do this year. You're just there, you just, anything that comes, I'll go with that. No, you have to make your goals measurable. And the other thing is, let your goals be achievable. Know that you can achieve this. Don't start dreaming of building a full storage when you know that you can't achieve that. If you know that you can't achieve it in that time, then leave it aside and do things that you know that you can achieve. Because once you do things that you can achieve, it helps you. appetizes you to do more. I don't know if I've used the right word, but it helps you to work harder on that, because you always know that you can achieve it. But if you start writing down goals that you know that you can't achieve you yourself, then you're going to be disappointed. You'll be like, but I can't make this, and you'll fail to reach your goals. So let your goals be something that you can achieve, and let them be realistic. Your goals should be things that can really be reached. Don't start saying that, now in this year, I want to fly to America, when you know that it's something that you're not so sure about. It's not something that is really in your life. Let these things be real life things, something you know you can do. And then your goals should be time bound. They should be time bound. Smart goals. It should be time bound. Put there a time that you want this thing to be done. Say, by the end of this, I want to have this. Don't just be there and say, I want this, and you're not setting there any time for it. It means that even if it takes 10 years, you're not concerned about it. But if it's time bound, you work harder and press harder to see that you get onto it. Thank you so much. Those are our points that we should take today. I know there are so many points that can help us to be successful. I know there's some that I've not talked about, but we shall always look at them whenever we have a chance to meet again. Thank you so much, and if you love the content in this video, just give me thumbs up and subscribe for more videos that will be coming. May God bless you and have a good time. Love you all.